Well, you're looking at my latest collection piece, an Edward. I got this off eBay, fairly cheap for what it is. It did come with tools. I'll put in a clip of what they are now, none of them are original. So we'll be back in a second. Hopefully you saw the tools it came with. Now, this wasn't wrapped in a box, so I didn't do an unboxing. It was wrapped in brown paper and that piece of bubble wrap, which did result in this being chipped, although that's not the end of the world. It's a 1993. It's also got an incredibly worn casing because the handle sits... What are you doing, pal? New plug. I think it's been really well used actually, and it's greasy. The whole thing is like he's wiped it with something greasy polish or something, because the whole thing is greasy. And underneath, if I pop it on the sheet of bubble wrap, is also incredibly greasy, you know. The lettering's good. The face on it has gone a wee bit funny. To us it looks like it's got a really bold outline on it. So I could stick on another face on top of it. Filter. Looks like it's original. And this was, the hose was in the bucket, but the bag was on the bottom. This isn't actually it's a Mastervac bag, which doesn't actually fit because it just slides on and off. So there you go. The tub's fairly clean. See what it's like underneath. Fairly alright. It's probably just been really well used. Oh, I think it needs wheel hubs as well, because yeah, they are wobbling. But yeah, fairly cool. This guy sold a Henry Extra on his eBay, and he had a Numatic up, but it keeps getting relisted, so I take it as not really selling. Alright, wee man. Let's test it very briefly. I don't want to inhale any of this greasy stuff. But we'll pop it on the bucket I have in the shed. Which actually needs a bag changing. As I go here, it's pretty asthmatic. Yeah. Actually, yes, that's all we can. Actually, we could just do. Oh, wow, I thought that filter was pretty clean. It isn't actually. We could just put this clean filter on this bucket then, couldn't we? It's just going to be asthmatic on the base. So yeah, nothing too filthy on it. The greasiness on the top is just a bit annoying. I wonder if it's been apart before, because that isn't actually sitting in properly. The casings are all a bit. Are you going to stop backing? Yeah. It's maybe not been apart before, who knows. It's the sort of thing that schools would have back in the day. My primary school, all those years ago, well, not that long ago, they had retro pneumatics, although they had a sort of EVR370s. They were NVRs but on like the square bases with the casters. Right, it must be switched off at the machine. That's what my primary had, but all, you know, kind of this era. Let's give it a go. See if it runs nicely. Well, it does run. Not the nicest, and it blew a load of dust out. That cable. Maybe the cable's not short. It would probably only be 8 meters. Yeah, not bad. So I'm probably just going to clean it up and then cut to the after. So, see you later. So I'm inside. The rewind is damp for some reason. I might message the guy about that. But it's really quite worn actually. You see the handle sort of bit is really worn. That's why the handle slides about. As I suspected, the wheel hubs are totally worn. And probably a reason why it's so worn is it's had new brushes. So somebody's been keeping this one going. If the brushes would come out, I could have a look at them. I'm still going to check them. Anyway, it looks like that top bearing's not very happy either. Let's see if I just pull this out. No, not coming out. The holder's a wee bit mashed. Let's check the other one. So obviously this guy maybe he's been, I don't know, maybe some kind of Hoover guy or was, and is clearing his stuff out. Oh yeah, there you are. I see. To be fair, considering it's had new brushes, that still had some use. So this thing has been heavily used. Yeah. Like I say, you struggle to get brushes for these, but you can get them on Amazon for a £5. That's the only place I've found them. And saying that, actually only one of mine has had new brushes, or I think actually a couple have had new brushes from other people, but I've only ever had to change these brushes once. Yeah, so that's alright. The actual motor's alright. These can run, you see that armature's black as anything, but these run fine, so nothing to worry about there. It's also incredibly grotty. Yeah, so we'll cut to when we're all cleaned up. Right, we'll make the after bit quick. Here it is after clean. It's just got Chrome Henry's stuff in it the now. I seem to have missed a patch when I was polishing it. I just gave it a really quick polish because I'm in a bit of a rush to make this video. There we go. You would have never known a thing. Right, from the top. Now, remember when I got this, I kept complaining about how greasy it felt? It became apparent what that was when I was cleaning it. I think the guy took a layer of that, you know, that nasty polish that just leaves a greasy finish, and I think he's just smeared it with that so the top was black, because I literally wiped the top with soapy water and it was grey. It was that dull. It also really scratched here. Now, one of these days when I have time on my hands, I will change the top of the rewind and it won't have that. I'll also probably change the wheels, because I had to change the wheel hubs, which is fine, but you can see there's a bit of a difference in the condition of the wheel hubs to the wheel. You know, the tub come up all right, probably needs another polish, but it is really battered. Really battered. Yeah, the lettering on it is good though. It's also the best 1990s Edward I've got, so, you know, until a better one shows up, this is what we've got. Filter come up clean, the elastic is stretched, so, you know, have to just make do with that, but it's clean. Also a HEPA flow in there. The reason I've not got one of the period correct paper bags in is because A, I don't have the 370 size, and then B, they'd fall off because the paper bags aren't that tight a fit, and the minute they weigh down with us it'd just fall off because it'd be too small. Under here did come up nice and clean. Now, how does it run? Now, it didn't run very well when I first tried it. I don't know how it's going to run now. Not bad. It's loud. Oh, that does run well. Now, I did send the guy an email just to say I'd got it, but it was a bit damp, covered in a layer of grease, and it sounds really noisy. His response: it's noisy because it's powerful. If you're not happy, you're welcome to send it back. Thanks. I'm like, well, no. That's not really how it works, is it? But hey, I just end up to that and I'm, oh no, I've cleaned it and it looks great. Yeah. So that's Edward. He can sit behind that pillow for now. Yeah. So I didn't bother sending it back, obviously. It's the best 90s Edward I've got. Why would I? Yeah. So until a better one shows up, that's that. Thanks for watching.